Well, hello, everybody. This is John Rector with Rector Professional Coaching. And I just want to talk to you guys today about the topic of leading through crisis. Now, no matter what position of leadership you're in, maybe you're a CEO, the C-suite leader, maybe you're mid-level manager, maybe you're an entrepreneur and you're just leading yourself. Perhaps you're just at home and trying to lead your family through this crisis. No matter what level or scope of leadership you're in, I believe that this is important for you. Today's topic on leading through crisis might be catered a little bit more towards people leading teams or leading organizations, but I think that these are pretty universal topics for this. Now, I want to talk about leading through crisis. Now, right now, it's no secret we're going through a global pandemic of COVID-19 or the coronavirus. But that's not the only disaster that we're going to face as leaders, right? Natural disasters, sudden life changes. There's so many different things that interrupt our daily routine. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has interrupted the world, the global markets and things. So just like that, even if your health wasn't affected, your business, your job, your family, everything is, we know that we touch, that our daily routine has been interrupted, and now we're on quarantine and we have to learn how to survive. We have to adapt or die. And see, crisis, I believe, yes, it creates a sense of urgency for our daily life just to survive. But what it also does is creates new opportunities. So what do we do in the middle of this crisis? It's going to matter. But to be more specific today, I want to focus a little bit on three main things as for leaders. Three things. The first one is going to be empathy. The second one's going to be honesty. And the third one's going to be real or reality. And let's dive into that just for a few minutes. I believe that every leader right now has to stop and do these three things well, because it can determine how people follow you. It's going to determine your next steps as a leader. And I think that these are pretty universal, whether leading from home or, again, leading in an organization. So the first one, I want to encourage you right now as you're leading people, be empathetic. Yes, you have to survive. Your organization, your family, whatever it is, you have to survive. But we have to remember that a leader puts their people first, right? I love what Pat Lencioni says. He says the only type of leadership should be servant leadership, right? We're here to serve others. So empathy, it's not just sympathy where I feel bad for you, but it's, I want to put myself in your shoes. Recently, I was talking to a leader. He's about 30 employees. He's in the healthcare industry. And so they're working overtime. They're working long hours right now trying to handle this pandemic. And one of his employees has a newborn at home and ended up quitting just like that, because felt like someone tested positive in their circle and said, I can't even put my family at risk, and I had to leave. We're faced with incredible challenges in these times. And we have to understand that people are going to put their families first. So what does that mean? How can I be empathetic as a leader? Right? So try to put yourself in their shoes. Yes, you have a job to do. You have a bottom line. You have to achieve that goal just to survive, to stay above water. But how can you be empathetic in the process? How can you understand what that is? Can we make this person work from home? Can we give them a month's salary and let them just go home and be home with their family? What can we do in this time? Maybe it's, I volunteer to take a pay cut in this time period, just so my organization can survive. For us, I also work in the nonprofit sector, so a lot of our money relies on charitable giving. And luckily right now we're in a pretty good shape, but again, that could change overnight. And not every organization is in that position right now. So be empathetic, be understanding of where they're coming from. The second point is be honest, be truthful. As a leader, you have to make hard choices all the time. That's nothing new. And in crisis, it is going to be some of the most difficult decisions you will ever have to make. Laying off a really good employee just to survive. Taking a pay cut yourself. Maybe it's laying off your whole staff for a few months. I hope that doesn't happen. But let's be honest where you're at. Be honest with your people. Hey, this is where we're at. This is the real-time situation. I love what Craig Rochelle says. Craig Rochelle, pastor of Life Church. He says, I would rather follow a leader who's always real than always right. You're going to make mistakes. Be honest about that. It's okay. You probably have never gone through a global pandemic before. It's the first in my lifetime. We're going to make mistakes as leaders. Give yourself permission to make mistakes and move forward, but be honest about it. It's okay. Don't just try to do this fake motivation to get yourself motivated out of this. No. Be real. This is hard. This is scary. Give your people permission to feel scared. Now, again, back to the healthcare worker, the one that quit. You have to wrestle with the challenge of, I have to put my patients first, but my employees' health matters as well. So where's that fine line? I have a job to do, but I also want to be empathetic. So I'm going to be honest. It is scary. This is part of the risk. So I encouraged him, the leader that I was working with, and saying, tap into their mindset and remind them, why did they get into healthcare in the first place? And let me ask you as a leader, why do you lead? Think about that. I love what Pat Lencioni says again, also in his podcast. He talked about this in Crisis, and he says, be exceedingly human in this time. Be empathetic, be honest. And the third one is be real. Again, I would rather follow a leader who's always real than always right. Reality check. Where are you? What matters most in this moment? I have to be real. It's not your feelings sometimes in this matter. Maybe it's, I just have to stay open. I have to keep my business going. I have to get food on the table. So be real. Where am I in this moment? How do I feel? How do my people feel? What's the next step? What is the immediate goal? What's the immediate need I need now? So in disaster relief and recovery coaching, we help people recover from all sorts of disasters. And one of the first things that we do is, what is the emergency need that I have to have right now just to survive? I've processed it. I've gotten to the next point. Now I need a plan to move forward. And you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. But what can I do to get there? What is the thing that matters the most right now? And focus most of your energy and time on that one thing or those two things. Don't get bombarded in the loss of all that's going on. It's so easy to be overwhelmed. Oh, I have so much to do. I don't even know where to begin. That fatigue will set in. So be real. Think about it. Stop. Take a breath. What do I need to do now? What matters most? I hope this was helpful. Again, it's a short talk, but I want you to be encouraged that we will come through this. People are working hard right now to come up with a cure or to come up with a treatment plan. We will bounce back. Will it be hard? Absolutely. Will it hurt? Absolutely. But we will overcome and we will do it together. Just remember, why are you a leader? Be empathetic, be honest, and be real. Please tune in more at coachrector.com to stay up with tips and tricks and other things that we'll be putting out free content to help you through times like these. Thank you guys. God bless.